Naruto is my favorite anime, but it has its fair share of low points, most of which in my opinion are present in Shippuden. To me, Naruto OG is almost quite literally perfect, but there is only one place where it felt just a little slow. And when I say slow, I don't mean that there aren't any memorable moments or that it's awful, but just comparing it to all the rest and how high the bar was already set, from that point of view I would say it didn't quite live up to the rest. And that part happens in the Search for Tsunade arc. Before I say anything, I want to say that to me, the Search for Tsunade arc is the most underrated arc in the whole manga. It's easily in my top 5 favorite Naruto arcs ever, and there's no wonder why I put it there. The arc can pretty much be divided into 3 parts. The first part is where Itachi and Kisame arrive. That part is easily double S tier, and everything from their introduction to the end of the hotel sequence was a one-of-a-kind experience. The third part is where the 3 Sannin fought. Naruto's first time performing the Rasengan in its finished form, the 3 animal summonings. That whole fight was also very intense and interesting, and I give it an easy A+ tier. So the actual slow part I'm talking about lies between these two. It's that part from chapter 149 to 162, or in other words, from that moment the actual search for Tsunade begins until the fight with Orochimaru and Kabuto starts. Chapter 149 starts with Naruto and Jiraiya setting off to search for Tsunade so she can heal Kakashi and Sasuke, who were sent into a coma because of Itachi using the Tsukuyomi on them, as well as to offer her the position of the new 5th Hokage. While traveling, Jiraiya explains to Naruto why the Akatsuki are probably after him and tells him that he will stay around to watch Naruto's back and protect him. That immediately gives Naruto even more reason to want to become stronger, and he requests training from Jiraiya. So while they search for Tsunade, Jiraiya will also be training Naruto. Before the training begins, Jiraiya wants them to look around that city to gather intelligence, but that whole sequence felt kinda boring to me. The one noticeable thing that happens here though is our first introduction to the Rasengan. Then the actual training for the Rasengan begins. At first glance it looked kind of cool, but overall to me it was slow and not really that interesting, though the whole concept and explanation of how the Rasengan works was definitely interesting. We then jump back to the city where we see Naruto in a really memorable scene. A child is enjoying time with his dad, talking about how the child's mom is waiting for them at home with a cooked lunch. We then see Naruto's face as he remembers that in the beginning he was also always completely alone, without family, without friends, without anyone in his life. That scene always makes me really sad, not only because Naruto was alone, but also because it wasn't his fault. He was hated by everyone for something he had no control over. The world can be a very unfair place, can't it? Anyway, the Rasengan training continues, but again, nothing really interesting happens. Meanwhile, Orochimaru and Kabuto also set out to search for Tsunade so she can heal Orochimaru's arms, which were sealed by the third just before he died. They are the first ones to find her, and Orochimaru wants her to heal his hands in exchange for him reanimating her little brother and her lover. Shizune knows that's all bullshit, but Tsunade starts to hesitate. Orochimaru and Kabuto then leave, expecting an answer soon. After that, Jiraiya and Naruto arrive at the place the others had just been, but it's too late. Had they arrived earlier, we would have had an epic action battle, but instead it was just a slow-paced conversation and a missed opportunity. Again, not a very interesting part. They finally meet Tsunade and Shizune in a pub, and here I want to say that even though Tsunade is one of my favorite characters in all of Naruto and I've always liked and respected her, in this moment she said some pretty stupid and irritating things. That may be because she was drunk and we've all had moments where we said things we regretted later while we were drunk, but that's not an excuse. Naruto had every right to want to beat her ass right now. So Tsunade likes that Naruto has balls to say something about it and challenges him outside, which leads to actually the most interesting moment in these chapters. Their fight is really short, but it's really cool. Naruto tries to do the Rasengan for the first time and charges towards her. We already saw that Tsunade is really strong and doesn't fuck around, but we didn't know that she can split the ground with just a single finger. That granny is definitely single, I bet my money on it. She thinks that Jiraiya trying to teach Naruto the Rasengan Rasengan is a joke since by her words he cannot master it. But Naruto is like, nah, hold up granny, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I am Naruto Uzumaki, of course I can master it, give me 3 days and you will see it. And so Granny said, alright brave boy, let's see what you're made of. If you master the Rasengan in 3 days, I'ma give you my necklace, but if you lose, your money are mine. Cool, we have a deal. Later we learn about Tsunade's past, we get to know how she lost her little brother Nawaki and her lover Dan, but I really didn't care about that backstory. I'm sorry. Hey, can I be honest? I'm not saying it's not tragic and that if it happened to me I wouldn't be depressed as hell. All I'm saying is that I really didn't care. There are certain backstories like when Yahiko, Nagato and Conan met Jiraiya that I really cared about, but this is just one of those that didn't really click with me. Then again, it's all a matter of preference and connection, if there's any. Later, Jiraiya meets with Tsunade and she drugs him because she's afraid that he would interfere with her meeting with Orochimaru. Tsunade goes alone to meet Orochimaru, while at the same time Shizune finally tells Naruto and Jiraiya what was going on with Orochimaru, and in response they immediately start going after Tsunade. And that's how chapter 162 ends. From here onwards things start to get really interesting again and lead to the legendary Three Sannin fight. So to quickly recap the memorable moments that happened from chapter 149 to 162, we have the introduction of the Rasengan, that moment when Naruto sees the kid with his dad enjoying their time together, that short fight between Naruto and Tsunade, and that's it. I know I'm probably getting annoying by constantly saying this, but that's just my opinion, guys. And once again, I'm comparing these chapters only to the rest of Naruto OG, and it's just that the bar was already set really high. If I have to compare it with Shippuden though, I'd prefer these 13 chapters instead of the whole Kazekage rescue and Tenchu breach arcs. So once again, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching my fellow shinobi, and I'll see you in the next one.